there. Welcome to this reading this week, the Pick a Pile reading. And if you want to find out what's going to be possibly coming your way or what's going on with your money, career, finances, then please stay tuned. And we're going to be doing a pick a pile reading based on money. Hi, I'm Kathy, and welcome to It's in the Cards Divination. For the new people, and anyone else who would like to, I would sure love it if you would click on subscribe and like button. And if you want, click on the bell to receive future notifications. So let's get back to our reading, what we're going to do. I have career cards here. These career cards could help you if you are struggling right now, wondering which way you should go. And as well, we're going to look at the money. The money. Everybody wants to know, when am I going to get some money? Or maybe, what are you doing wrong with money? Or what are you doing right? And your job. So let's delve in. And like all my pick a pile readings, there's going to be pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. And when you're ready, pause the video and sit and ruminate and meditate on which pile is speaking to you. I don't have the piles in front of me right now today, but think of 1, 2, or 3, and then go down to the description box below, and the link will be there for you to listen. If it doesn't resonate, don't worry about it. Let it go. It's not meant for you. Don't make it fit. But if it does, I'd sure love to hear back from you as to how it resonates for you. All right, my friends, let's get started. Hang on, and I will see you in your reading. Hi, pal 1. Welcome to your reading about your career, money, anything pertaining to that. And we're going to see how things are going to be going or what's happening. What's happened in the past, what's happening now, what's happening or what will happen going forward, okay? So let's get started on that with our tarot. Let me see here. Which cards? We want to focus on your pile 1, your finances, and or your career, because they obviously go hand in hand, or lack of. Let's see what's going on here. For pile 1 on the tarot end here. Okay. All right, dears. Let's see. The past. We have the Knight of Cups. Whoops, let me just center that for you. That's the past. Present time. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. And finally, the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Pile 1 does not look too good at this point, at least for now, for the foreseeable probably month I'm giving it. Okay, as far as the future is concerned. In the past, I feel like you had unreasonable expectations about how things were going to go. In fact, I'd go so far as to say you probably hated your job. That's shown as the Knight of Cups in the reverse, you see. In other words, things have gone south in the past. And when I say past, it can be fairly recent. It doesn't have to be all that far along. It could even be melding into the present form, most likely is. You think you just had an idea of how things were going to go, and in your mind, that's when I say unrealistic expectations, and it certainly didn't work out that way. The present time, the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse, I feel like you're not spending enough time focusing on the work, the money aspect of it. Whether you need to get out there and possibly take some courses to increase your chance of a higher income at this time. You may not even be working right now for a lot of you, because the 8 of Pentacles in reverse is telling me there's a lack of work going on. So some of you are unemployed, which is really tough, I know. And the near future, when I say near, like I say, a month's time, it's not showing any improvement in the 10 of Pentacles. And in the reverse, this card is about saving for the future for your family, it's legacy, it's wills, it's basically for the future. So if you were planning to retire, or maybe you're close to retirement, for some of you, you may not have enough money. That's what it's telling me. For those of you who are out of work right now, it doesn't look like there'll be a job coming anytime soon. Or if you do get a job, it's going to be at a lower wage than what you'd hope. So I would say for those of you that it looks like you might have left your job because of the fact that you were unhappy in what you were doing. But right now, nothing is showing up. So that's not giving you that feel good, pile one, obviously. What I would say, in order to turn this center card around, as I mentioned, so that it ends up being like this, you just have to keep trying. I know that's so hard when everybody is so stressed, especially when you don't have a job. But here's another thing. Look at the possibility of mastering what it is you do. So in other words, maybe you can take it to another level. Maybe you can take some courses that will help increase your chances of getting a higher position, more money, and you want this to be straightened out, right? We don't want that to be your card for going forward as well as the 10. So in other words, at this point in time today, when you look at this today's and then the near futures, I'm not saying you would completely change the card reading, but there is the potential that if you change things now, your near future is going to change and it could change for the better. So it's up to you what you do with the situation. Obviously, if you're sitting there and you're unemployed and you just haven't been able to find anything, that's a tough one. You just have to keep trying, right? But as I say, maybe you need to focus more on improving the assets. Maybe some of you, it's even about putting away for your retirement. As I was saying about retirement, what I'm hearing is some of you did not put away. You did not think about retirement. You did not work. You did not focus on it. It wasn't something that you worried about for the future. And now it could be imminent. And suddenly it's starting to rear its head and you're starting to panic and you're like, oh shit, what am I going to do? So for some of you, that's definitely what's going on here. Yeah, you had your head up your ass in the past. That's what it I know, and nobody wants to hear that, but the reverse Knight of Cups is like, okay, what did I do? I should have been paying more attention. So let's see if there's anything here we can get on the advice situation as far as those people who just don't have enough money. Well, we know that, right? You want money, but are things going to get better? What advice can the cards give you on that? What can they tell you, my dears? All right. So the card came up as daydream, which doesn't mean sit there and play video games while you're not working and do nothing. What it means is to come up with ideas on how to make the situation better. So, is there something you're missing on your resume for those of you who are looking for work or your CV? Is there something you need to improve on it? Sometimes it's where they get professional help. Okay. And for those of you who, again, if it's somebody's retiring and they didn't think they had enough money to retire on, or they don't have enough money, then you need to get very creative. You might need a side gig going forward in your retirement to help supplement your funds, right? For those of you that are unhappy or were unhappy in your job and that situation, um, it's really creative. Some of you, I'm hearing, could even be on a stress leave, okay? Because the Eight of Pentacles is basically you're not doing anything right now. You're just in that no man's land, but you can't stay there, okay? So it is up to you what you do with that situation. Maybe it is though because of poor health, stress, anxiety, and that's you just keep on getting well, okay? Sometimes we have to take a break from the work, but I know it's tough financially, and that's what the cards are showing here. So you might need to get, as I say, you might need to get creative about what are ways you could get some extra cash coming in, some extra flow. Okay, let's see what the career cards. But for those of you who are looking for a career at this time, maybe you're unemployed, let's see what the career cards are going to suggest for you. Let me see here. Oh, the speaker. We got the speaker card. Okay. Your life purpose involves your skills of oration. For some of you, this could be the direction you need to go in. Or is there a speaker you need to listen to that could help you in finding a career choice or a better job or any job at this point? Perhaps there's somebody online. Let's see what else they suggest here. We are here. Body work. Okay, tattoos. Hey, whatever. That's awesome. Whoops, go this way. Body work. Okay. Your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. So for those of you that are considering any of those careers, the cards are suggesting that resonates with you specifically. And you're like, oh my God, that's exactly what I was thinking about. Well, then that's what it's telling you. Cards are telling you that's a good way to go for you. For those of you that are saying, it doesn't sound like anything, I would say then that you may need, as I said, you may need to listen to a professional, get the information about what you can do to figure out, is there a different path you want to go on in your career or your money? For those that maybe if you're in the esoteric world, like readings like I'm doing here, the energy healing is definitely something that will help clear your mind so that you can maybe make a better choice about what you want to do. But oration is very important to listen. So I would say if suddenly you're scrolling through YouTube or any other social media or TV, and suddenly somebody comes on and it sounds like something you need to listen to with the oration. Well, it's the wrong card. Sorry. If someone comes on, listen. Listen to it and take that extra few minutes to listen. It may help you in your choice going forward. That's what the cards are saying with this, okay? So we will pull Kipper. Kipper is pretty straightforward. Let's see what Kipper has to say about your career situation, past, present, future. Let's see what else for some of you. It doesn't resonate for everybody. Okay, let's just see what Kipper wants to tell you. Okay, the past. Coffin. Eesh, that's basically telling me everything. Official person in the present. And future. Near future is poverty. Okay, so it basically mirrors the tarot. In the past, you felt stuck. You were unhappy in your career choice, unhappy even with your financial situation. And going forward at this time, the official person can often represent rules and restrictions around things. So for some of you, it could just be that whether you're on stress leave and you're not able to work because you've been given official permission to get well from the doctor or your health care. It can also be maybe the rules around hiring is not working for you going forward. You're trying to find a job, but there's so many rules in place that it is holding you back from getting a new career or a new job. So you need to look into this aspect. As I said, when the Eight of Pentacles came up in the reverse, that tells me you need to get going. You need to find out more information. You need to do more research about how you can improve your skill set for getting the job, whether that's taking courses or practicing working on something that you know you're good at, but you need to get better. For some of you, I'm hearing maybe you need to go back to university. Maybe for some of you, you need to get your master's, get your PhD, whatever the case is. look into it, okay? Unfortunately, going forward within the next month, which isn't a very long period of time, it's still going to remain the same. Poverty, poverty. You're going to feel like you don't have enough money. So I can only say, I'm sorry, my friends, but this is, for the majority, there's a lack. There's a lack of feeling that you can go forward. Okay, but we'll do another career and financial next month. We'll see if cards are changing. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this reading. Not much to say about enjoying it, but I hope it gave you some information that you can use going forward. And you know what? It's like, it's just a capture right now, a moment in time right now. Okay, going forward, we are going to get going. We're going to get off our asses and get going and try to find out how we can turn those cards around, right? And make things better financially. Okay, pile one, I will leave that with you, and I look forward to hearing from you in my next video. And take care. Bye for now. Hi, pile two. Welcome to your reading. Now let's start with our tarot cards, see where we're going with our job, career, money, you name it. We'll look into it and see what comes up. See what you need to know about it right now. Sometimes it's more about the career aspect, sometimes it's more about the money. All right, let's see. So we're going to do a past, present, future on the tarot. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Okay. What do you need to know, pal two? First card we have is the Lovers in reverse. You can see that. I know it's hard to see because there's a glare. Okay, Lovers in reverse. The Strength card. Oh, in the reverse. Okay, Major Arcana. Oh, the Empress. Upright. Okay. So in the past, I feel like you've left a job. Not that long ago, maybe even, because sometimes it's not that far past. It can just be recent and even, flowing over into now sort of thing. There is it was a very bad situation. It was like you didn't, I feel like you didn't, some of you in Pal 2 didn't take it seriously enough. Maybe it wasn't a super great job and you decided to make that break. You made a choice. It, and some of you, I'm hearing you didn't have a choice. It's kind of like both sides. So for some of you that didn't have a choice, I feel like that might have been stress related, illness. I'm seeing because the Strength card is in reverse. I'm also hearing some of you might have, I don't want to say this too loudly, shoot your mouth off. Might have gotten in trouble. There might have been some conflict with a boss. The Strength card in the reverse tells me sometimes we don't know how to hold our tongue. We keep, we blow up. We don't have any diplomacy, in other words. So some of you, it might be something like that kind of scenario. But regardless, it looks like at this point in time, it's about looking after yourself right now. It's about finding a job. I feel like Pal 2, for the most part, is either out of work or they have a job that they're dissatisfied with and it's sucking the life out of them. Okay. So what do we do when we're in a situation like that? Well, I can't tell you what to do. But generally, we like to think that we're going to try to find something that will improve our situation, won't we? So that's why I see the Empress in the next month's time, because the near future is the Empress. It looks like things are going to get better for you, whether it's at your current job or in your life. If you're not working right now, it looks like in fact, I'd say you're probably home, most of you. But you're taking care of yourself. You're trying to improve your situation. You're trying to improve your mental health, your physical health. You're trying to get better. That's what this card tells me. Okay. So, having said that, what advice can the oracle cards give you? Is there any advice, right? Let's see, pile 2. What are we looking at here? Okay. Heart chakra. Yeah, the heart chakra. And what it tells me is that This is time it is about love, because I know the lovers came up. It's about loving what you do and being kind to yourself. Okay. And that's the Empress. She is taking care of self first to make sure, and this doesn't mean it's necessarily a she, it can be a he. For some of you, I'm hearing it's like you're on a break. It's like not necessarily stress related. It's just you made that choice. Maybe you're in a financial situation that you can afford to just take a break from a bad situation and get your strength back, improve your situation. Some of you, I'm hearing like it's physical health break. Like maybe you had surgery, maybe somebody broke a leg, whatever, happened to you, illness or physical surgery, whatever. You're not at work right now. But you're getting paid. I don't see any money cards, so I don't see this as a financial issue. This is more about you getting well in some way, mentally, emotionally, or physically, okay, or all. So that's what Pile 2 is focusing mostly on. For those of you that are in a job, as I said, this is about you finding something in that job that makes things better for you physically, mentally, and emotionally. Like, in other words, does that mean going to another department? Does that mean staying where you are, but trying to work things out? Does it require you to drop some of the tasks you're doing? This is what I'm hearing too. It's like somebody's overloaded with work. Okay. So there are all these different aspects of it, but it's not about the money per se. This doesn't appear to be a money, as I said, a money issue. So let us look. For those of you who are perhaps wondering, this could just be a time of I'm off right now, work, whether it's for physical, mental, emotional, I'll be going back, but I'll be feeling better. So, I mean, this reading for pile 2 could be as simple as that, okay? For some of you. Now, for the ones who are looking for a job or need some kind of guidance, let's pull these cards and see what we get from this pile. All right. These are the occupation cards I use sometimes. Nutrition. All right, the nutrition card. Your conduct, no, sorry, I apologize. You conduct healing work with your culinary skills. But what this tells me is if this is something that you are interested in as a career choice, and if that's something you thought about, then this is the card's way of saying go for it. Okay. Whether it's in the food industry, in nutrition, or related to nutrition in some fashion, or even I'm hearing people that work in labs and things to conduct experiments about our food and keeping it, healthy and whole foods and that kind of stuff. The people that maybe take care of having our organic food into markets, that type of thing. Okay, so this is definitely a card. And for that, now, if you are not looking for any new career, what this is telling me is that you need to be very focused on your nutrition and keeping yourself physically eating properly going forward, especially if you've had some kind of surgery or illness. And I don't read health issues, but this applies in this case. You need to be very focused on what food you're putting into your body. I should be listening to this myself because it's very important that it is good and whole foods for one, and it's going to help repair whatever's gone on. If you've had surgery, you need sleep and nutrition to help heal. Okay? You know that. That's a no-brainer, as they say. Okay, let's see what else we can get here. Okay. Sensitivity is the card. And basically, it just says you're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. Now, that would normally resonate for an esoteric type situation if you're in the healing modalities, like spiritually. Okay. But in this case, I feel it's because you're at a low point at this point, perhaps, based on the strength card in the reverse, that, in other words, you're more susceptible to things. So make changes so that, number one, as I said, you're eating properly, you're looking after yourself. I feel like the majority of you, this is And even if it's a mental problem, perhaps that's going on, you need to be able to sleep, get good sleep and good food is still a hugely important aspect because it will help create the healing and the wellness that you require to go back to work or to work at all, right? So for some of you, maybe you're just not able to find a job right now. So you're at home, but don't allow yourself to sit there and eat bags of chips and chocolates, which would be lovely. But it's not good for you, obviously, right? So now we're going to go into our Kipper cards and see if there's anything else, whoops, they want us to be aware of going forward. I mean, couldn't even shuffle it. Oh my God. Yeah, you would think I was a newbie. Anyhow, been shuffling these cards for years now. Let's see, what do they want pile two to know about your finances, career choices, and or your money in general, right? Okay, that's telling me, let's stop here. So the past, poverty, well, that goes along with the lover's card in reverse. I don't read Kipper cards in reverse, at least not right at the moment. The child is the present. Okay, the child. And finally, a house for the future or upcoming future. So it does mirror that situation from the tarot cards. Not 100%. For some of you, yes, in the past or the recent past, you've lost your job, um, or you're down on your luck. Your money is gone. You have nothing else. For some of you at this time, the child is, I hate to say the reason. It's not that you want to blame your child, but it's difficult to make ends meet sometimes, and you're worried about your children or your child, and that is impacting your financial situation. Going forward into the near future, though, the house card tells me that there will be some stability coming back to you financially, okay? And also, for some of you, because this is a totally unrelated, Kipper's giving us a whole nother scenario. Some of you might be buying a house. It's going to take all your money. Maybe you didn't have enough in the past, but it looks like you will now. It appears that in the near future, some of you are actually buying a house, and it's exciting. It's going to be tough because the poverty card is in the past, so that means there may not be enough money right now to do it. So it could be tight. So just to be aware of that for those of you who are looking at new accommodations, whether it's renting or buying, it could cause you some financial difficulties at this time. So let's see what else Kipper wants us to know. There are some who it's related to whether you're in a divorce situation or a separation situation. I'm feeling some of you are in a custody battle right now, or a situation like that. It's costing you money. It's costing a lot of money. So there is that scenario where you're fighting for your child, basically, and you put all your money into that situation legally. So it's taking away your money, but there will be some stability going forward, and it will be worth it in the end, is what the house card is telling me. It appears that things will improve going forward. Let me see here. Let me just not pull another one here, but let's just see what else Kipper wants to say about the house card. Okay, let's see. All right, Kipper. Yeah, okay, we got the marriage card. Doesn't always mean, but that's alongside the house card, which means there will be a contract to purchase a house, a mortgage, some type of promise to pay. This could even be a lease agreement. It doesn't have to be an actual marriage. It's just referring to something between two people. When it's financial, it's usually an agreement, a contract, something created, but it's for the house. Okay, it's that situation. Maybe you're just signing papers. Well, it also tells me for those of you that are not in a house situation, maybe you're in a custody battle, that things will be able to get worked out. Some of you might actually even get back together. I know that sounds really bizarre, but and it's not related to the to a career or money, but it does affect your finances. Okay, because then you are together. But I feel like it's more related to an actual document that is going to make you feel better and give you that security you need. So, for those of you that are maybe in a custody battle situation about your child or children, or maybe you're just in a legal battle over a situation with something else, a business that you have, it looks like there's going to be an agreement coming up and it's going to be worked out. The only thing is, for some of you, like I don't know, I don't want to say this is so specific, but what I'm hearing for some of you, you might have to use your house as collateral or the assets from your house. For some of you, your the money that you've get. So but it looks like it will create a sense of security in the end. It will make you feel better and things will be good going forward. All right, pal two, I hope this enlightened you. It's not good as far as poverty in the past, but hey, we all have had that. We've been down that road. But it hopefully keeps you informed. And I look forward to seeing you in another reading next week. And I hope this resonates. If it does, let me know. If not, let it go. Take care and bye for now, pal two. Hi, pal three. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what's going on with your finances, eh? Okay. Got tarot here. Let's see. What do you need to know? We're going to do a past, present, future on how things are going to go, how things have been going, and what's happening, and what you need to know, right? Let's see here. First card, Page of Swords in the upright. Next card is Seven Pentacles in the reverse, unfortunately. And finally, we have the Death card in the upright. Okay, so what I'm seeing, this is more about your money situation for most of you, I think. Pile three. Let's just have a deeper look into this. In the past, I feel like you may not have been, for some of you, this is referring to you, you may not have been very realistic about your goal setting with your finances and saving and putting away and that type of thing. Because it's showing me the Page of Swords upright. It's like you were doing research and you were looking into it, but I feel like it wasn't enough, that you perhaps didn't put something into place and go forward with it. In other words, it was cut off prematurely. You know what I mean? Like you didn't go the distance, in other words. Okay. And at this point, you are shown with a lack of savings or something put away for the future at this time. You're sitting there and you're realizing you don't have enough put away and you're not sure what's going to happen. Now, the Death card in the upright, I'm going to pull another card because all this suggests to you is that in the future, going forward, and when I say future, it could be the next month. That's what we're sort of looking at, month's time. That's going to end. That situation we're seeing right now where things you don't have enough saved. So I'm going to pull another card to see if I can get clarification on that as to what exactly the Death card is ending. And because a lot of times when it ends, yes, well, what happens when something ends, right? You only can go up from there. It's like a rebirth, a transformation, something new coming. So let's see what's going to happen then. What does the Death card telling us about this situation with money? Okay, so it's the Six of Cups in the reverse. Okay. And what I feel is that in the next month's time, what I'm hearing for some of you, there could very well, let me just double check here. Yeah, there is somebody that's very possible an inheritance for some of you is coming. That's lovely. Except you have to, obviously, somebody has to die, which is never a nice thing. But what I'm getting is the Queen of Cups in the reverse. The woman here is potentially there could be somebody that is going to be leaving you some money going forward, somebody from your past. It may not be somebody close to you that you necessarily. It could be like an aunt or a great aunt or somebody like that, or a friend maybe you haven't seen in a long time and you were close at one time and she may be leaving you something and helping you with that and it could be because of her death and in this case it may actually signify the death of someone, the death of the Queen of Cups, not you, no, but it means that it's in relation to the money aspect. Okay. And what else I'm seeing is, let's see what else this money situation is going to look like going forward, is that it's going to be, it's going to get better. This card in the reverse, the Five of Cups in the reverse, it's after a period of time, things are going to start, they're starting in the future, starting to get a little better. Okay. So what I'm feeling is there is going to be some money there. It may not be a lot of money, but there's some money. It may not, for those of you, it's not because of a debt. It means that that situation of not having put money away is coming to an end. But now you're going to be able to start doing it. So on a very simple level, for most of you, that's what's going to be going forward next month or over the next month. You're actually going to be slowly starting to get out of that situation and putting forward um, helping your money grow. So you will have something for down the road, okay? So having said that, this particular pile appears to be more about that, but I'm going to pull my Kipper cards now to see what other scenarios and situations that we're dealing with, pile 3, for you with respect to money, career. Let's see here. First card in the past is adjudication, present, concern, and going forward. Yeah, mature woman. See, there is a mature woman. It's not somebody though that, you know what I'm hearing? This isn't in relation to the death situation. Okay. So what I'm hearing here is I think you got some bad advice about your money in the past. And maybe somebody, yeah, they gave you bad information. It was like on what to do with your money or how to make it grow. For some of you, it could be a bad investment, bad scenario. Maybe you put money into a business that didn't take off, that kind of thing. So this is what I'm seeing on this as well. The mature woman, though, she could be the one, like this Queen of Cups. She might have been the one who screwed you out of your money. I hate to say that, but it looks very much, I would say that this is the majority of people, the situation. There's some woman, older woman, who is not very nice, and she may have either stolen money, taken money from you, scammed you. Somehow you got bad information, you got bad advice, and it looks like going forward, you're going to try to forgive and let go of that situation. Okay. It doesn't mean you can get the money back. It's not showing here in the cards. It's just showing that you will be moving forward from this situation. And somebody you knew from your past, maybe, like I say, it could have been a relative, but most likely it was probably an older friend. They somehow managed to convince you what to do with your money, and now it's gone, which is horrible. And I apologize. I'm sorry for anybody that's having to go through this because it sure looks like a difficult situation. Maybe you purchased something that got advice on buying something and it wasn't a good idea. Um, but things will start to improve for you once you can get, it doesn't show money improvement, it shows emotional improvement. So in other words, you may be able to move forward from the situation financially as well, if you can let go and forgive this person for what they've done, which is not nice at all. So let me see if there's any advice here we can give you about this scenario. Ugh, it looks really difficult. And this woman, she was not a nice person. It doesn't look like. She might have come across in the beginning. This woman, whether she's a relative of yours or a friend from the past, ooh, it's not very helpful. Okay, let's see what advice we can get on this, my friends. Wedding, which does not mean what it means here. It just says marriage. Let me show you the wedding card, of course. It says marriage is the union of two souls joined in love, mutual respect, and commitment. It signifies a desire to deepen love over time. Your wedding day is a testament to your well-founded faith and love's power. Continually breathe life into that faith and love, dearest one. What this tells me then is it's about this agreement or contract or whatever you entered into that things went bad, this arrangement you may have had with this woman. It's not worth it to hang on to what has caused the pain or the suffering. It does show the Five of Cups in reverse, which does tell me it's a situation you're going to slowly move out of or in the near future. That can be emotionally. You're going to be able to let it go, move on, carry forward. And for those that can't, it's just about slowly coming back after this very difficult situation. So let's see what, though, financially is going forward, because it doesn't talk about the money so much. It talks more about your emotions and how you feel about this situation. What's going to happen with the money in your life going forward? Let's see here. The Three of Wands in the reverse. So unfortunately, I feel like the money's gone. Gone, it's gone. You're not going to be able to get it back. The sense here is that it will keep you from doing the plans you'd made, which is not nice. It's not good. For some of you, here's what also I'm getting a scenario. For those of you that actually, this is an older woman you might have worked with, and there has been she may have given you, whether it's a boss, could be a boss, older woman, may have given you bad advice as well in the recent past about where to put your money even. And I'm hearing for some of you that are working, it's like, should I sign on for these benefits even in a job? Certain, like you get your medical or you get your pension. Should I put my money into the pension plan here? Because sometimes some positions you can go, or some jobs you can do, you can match what the employer puts in, type of thing. So there could be a situation around that they gave you bad advice about that and you decided not to go into a benefit of some kind that would help you with your money going forward. And you're having a hard time dealing with this because now it's too late. But it's something you're just going to have to let go of. It can't be changed. It doesn't appear to be that way. But it does impact your plans in the future, unfortunately. So you might have to get a little creative around that. The Three of Wands in the reverse is about, it could even impact, if this was, say, travel insurance for some of you and you didn't get travel insurance. Somebody gave you advice. Don't bother getting it. And you didn't, and now you can't go. There's something here about traveling as well. There's a lack. You're not able to, but on a very basic level, you're not able to move forward with the plans you've made and put into place. And we're starting to put into place. Okay. Unfortunately, let's pull, for those of you, let's pull some. These are my occupation cards. So pile 3, if you're thinking of a new job scenario, what location would you be best suited for? We'll pull a couple cards. All right. Okay. We have children. Your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. So for those of you that this resonates with, perhaps this is something you thought about doing. What else is there? Let's see. What other vocation? Writing. Says you heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. Maybe for some of you, it's writing a children's book. You know, the two combined, right? We could be writing a children's book. So for people who, or go into writing, focusing, maybe you're writing, maybe you're working on curriculum for children's schooling, for education, or just completely separate, working with children or being a writer. Those are two things, or anything relating to those two areas. Looks like a good venue for you, my friends. As I say, if this doesn't speak to you, it's not meant for you. It's only for those who are sitting there going, I should have been a writer. I should have maybe been a daycare worker. I should have been a teacher. I should have worked with children. I should, anything like that. So, my friends, I'm going to leave this with you, pile 3. I hope that you were able to get some information to help you move forward in some way. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like a good situation, but I will leave that with you, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Take care, pile 3. Bye for now.